Hey there, I'm Kellyanne Novak, and I'm just trying out my brand new video camera here, and I just want to say hello and say that I am working on my books, Darkness Before the Dawn, the first one of Make Me Your Victim, Please. I know it's a very scary title, and it's not me saying that I'm going out and I'm asking people to make me their victim. That is not what it's about. What the book is basically about is that it's telling people that what we have inside us and what we feel about ourselves is actually what we're projecting to the world, even though we don't know it. Now, as I was growing up, I had a lot of misconceptions about a lot of things in my life, but I believed them to be true. And when a child believes in their heart that they are responsible for something that was tragic or horrible in their lives, what they do is they take that with them. And as they get older, they start associating themselves as a victim. The reason I say that is that when you have inside yourself that this need within you that you feel that you have to be punished, okay? You probably don't even think about, oh, I need to be punished, I need to be punished. No, it's not like that. What it means is simply this, that if you have had situations happen to you where you felt guilty as a child, you put that in your little computer brain, okay? And when it's in your little computer brain, it starts thinking things like, wow, it was all my fault that that happened. And if that happened, then I must be punished. Well, the inner child within you is going to punish you, meaning you're going to be attracted, or the people that are going to be attracted to you are predators, are people that are looking for someone to control, that they are looking for somebody that they can hurt. Now, in Make Me Your Victim, Please, in my book, okay, what I'm talking about is that I gravitated towards these type of men. Men that controlled me, men that made me feel like they were superior and I was not. And let me tell you something about that. Most of the men that victimize women like me and a few of my other girlfriends and friends, those men are like little dogs that are trying to make a big bark, okay? Little dogs with little man syndrome, or whatever you want to call it. But the way I look at it is that they are so insecure about themselves and about their masculinity and all of that, or they have had issues in their lives where their mothers had treated them horribly, terribly, and their inner being wants to get even with all the women out there for what their mother did to them as a child. Now, the problem with this is that oftentimes we think that what we're going to attract to us is only going to be because of the way we look and the way we think we're presenting ourselves. But it's not that way at all, people. It comes from the inside. It comes from your soul, from deep down inside you. If your energy is radiating victim mentality, then baby, you're going to get all the situations that are going to give you that victim situation, which is exactly what happened to me. What happens is that your energy of going out, it's going out and it's inviting the situation to keep you a victim. You see what I'm saying here? But what I do in my business is that I help people like me, like so many other women and men. It's not just limited to women. Men have been abused and victimized by women, just like women have been victimized and abused by men. It's not gender specific, okay? If you have within you all these insecure feelings and everything, then you're going to attract to you someone who wants to control you and be above you and be superior to you, because they don't have a feeling of superiority in their lives. So they have to go after somebody that can make them feel superior. Does that make sense to you? Because that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that we oftentimes think that it's just the outside packaging that's going to attract what we want. But that's not how it works. It's what our energy within us is actually saying about us. If our energy is victim mentality, then by golly, we're going to attract men that will victimize us, okay? And here's the kicker. You won't even realize that you're being victimized until you're deep into the relationship, and by then, there's the embarrassment of, oh my God, you've told everybody how amazing this person is, and now, oh my God, this guy is horrible, he's abusive, but you don't want people to know that you made that mistake. You don't want people to know that you were a fool, because that's the way you feel. You feel like you're a fool, and therefore you feel that everybody's going to think you're an idiot. But see, it's not that way. What they're going to think you're an idiot for is if you stay, not if you get out when you find out. See, my mistake is that I was so terrified of my son finding out how stupid that I was to get involved with this man, okay? And the men before that, they victimized me too. But see, we have to realize that what we are inside is what we're going to attract to us. If we are superior, we will attract people that are even with us. Or if we are out to get somebody, then we're going to attract the people that are going to help us to get out to get somebody, okay? But if you realize it, like I have, you realize, wow, I have been putting myself in these situations, one thing after another, one man after another. Why? And you start analyzing you, and you start trying to figure out, what was it in my past that made me feel that I should be a victim? What was it? And so that's when I started doing some digging. That's when I started looking around. That's when I started talking to my mom. And that's when I started realizing that a lot of my thoughts, feelings, and truths that I believed deep inside me were true were not. They weren't the way I thought they were. So instead of putting myself in victimizing situations, I decided to write a book. I decided to write a book because I have made the discovery of me. And you know what? I can help a lot of people because it's really not that hard. You don't have to write a book to figure it out, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to write a book to figure it out. All you have to do is go inside. All you have to do is talk to somebody like me who's been there, done that. All you have to do is figure it out. You know, so many of us, we hold on to the past. And I have said this countless times on Facebook and every place else. If we hold on to the past, then we stay stuck. It's like our foot is stuck in quicksand. And we're slowly sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into the quicksand. Do you realize that every single thing that you've gone through manifests itself in one way or another throughout your body? It's true. Your meridian system, which is what I work on, and your chakras are all entwined into all this energy that's all through your body. If you've had something happen to you, where, let's say you broke your arm, like I broke my arm when I was in 5th grade, and I used to still get pain in my right arm. And I couldn't figure out what the heck is going on. I'd get the numbness in the hand and stuff like that. what it was it was a memory that was ignited either by a smell or a thought or a memory or whatever. But what it did was it caused pain in my right arm, which made me feel like my arm was broken again. When I realized that all I have to do is take away this pain, just strip it out of there, take away the memory of the pain. You can have the memories, but you don't need to have the pain that goes with them. We always seem to hold on to the past pains and sufferings. It's okay to remember, but don't remember the pain that goes with it. Let the memory of the pain go, and the pain goes away. Do you know that all the diseases out there come from bad energy that has been ingrained in our bodies because of things that have happened to us, or things we've seen, or things we've witnessed? It's true. This is the kind of stuff that I want to talk about. This is the kind of stuff that I want to help you with. There are so many people out there that think that they're losers, or that think that they're worthless, or that they're in relationships that are not good for them. And I'm here to tell you people, you don't have to be in those relationships. Don't feel that that you're not good enough to have a good relationship. But you know what the thing is that so many people think that they can't be alone. Do you know what that tells me? They're afraid to be alone with themselves. It means that they can't handle just being alone with themselves. People often ask me, Kelly, why have you been alone for all these years? And I tell them, because I needed to get to know me. I needed to figure it out. I needed to find out why I acted the way I did. Why did I trust people the way I did? Why did I get myself in these victim situations like I did? And you know what? It was all because of memories. It was all because of this little computer right here that starts bringing in data from the time you're conceived. Everything that this little computer brings in, it figures it out how it seems that it works for it in that point of its development. That's the point, ladies and gentlemen. Has nothing to do with what actually happened to you. It's how you perceive it, how you receive it, and how you store it in here. So many times, I have had relationships with men or friends that were not honest with me, or men or friends that were taking advantage of me and using me. I felt that I had to buy everybody's love and attention because I wanted friends so bad. When I was a little girl, I even used to have my own little job. I used to scoop poop at the barns of local ranches and stuff. And I used to clean houses, and I used to babysit. From the time I was 9, 10, 11 years old, I was making my own money. And what I did with that money was I always took people to the movies with me. I bought people popcorn. I bought things for my friends. And you know what? That continued on with me all the way up to where today I am. I found that I was giving of myself to the point where I had nothing left to give to me. I paid for everything for everyone. I bought things for people. I gave away things. Things that I loved, I gave away. Even people I didn't know, I would give them things. I would help them. Not because of a victim mentality, but because that's the way I've always been. But you know what? I'm not like that anymore. Yes, I help people. Yes, I give. And yes, I share. But you know what? I know the difference between giving and sharing to somebody who appreciates me and appreciates what I do for them and gives back to me. You can give and give and give and give and give. But if you don't get anything back, you become empty, like an empty shell. And you have nothing left inside you. And that's the way I was for a very long time. But I'm not like that anymore, folks. Because I finally realized that, yes, I'm a good person. I'm a kind person. I'm a giving person. And I genuinely care about all living things, animals, people, plants, everything. But I'm not going to be taken advantage of anymore. I'm not going to allow people to come into my life because of what they can get out of me. And you shouldn't either. If you're in a relationship where it's one-sided, where you're giving and giving and giving and you're not getting anything back in return, that is not a fair relationship. That is one-sided. And that makes you become empty and bitter and resentful and sad and lonely. And you keep getting with these kind of people over and over again because that's what you think you're supposed to have. But you don't have to. You really don't. You have to love yourself enough, believe in yourself enough to want to give yourself good things in life, good people in life. Surround yourself with people who love you for you, not for what they can get from you, not for what they use you for, or what you can give them. Don't keep giving away yourself and not get anything back in return. Because you know what? I've heard this statement a lot. I don't keep track. I never keep track of the things that I do for you. Why would you keep track of what I do for you? For what you do for me? Well, I never used to keep track. And I became empty. And I became lost inside. And I started to feel like nobody respected me anymore. That everyone was taking advantage of me. And I didn't like that. That was a very uncomfortable feeling. I didn't like it so much that I would bury myself inside of a cloud of smoke. I was so addicted to marijuana. I'm saying it right now. So addicted. And a lot of us are. And why? Because it's our escape. It's where we feel safe. It's where we get away from everybody else. We just disappear. But you know what? I don't do that anymore. I started going and getting help. I started going and talking to a counselor. Yeah, me. A spiritual counselor going to another counselor. And I found out why I smoked that marijuana. I found out why I didn't feel fulfilled or happy in my life. It wasn't because I didn't have anybody in my life. It wasn't at all because of that. It was because of feeling used, because of feeling empty inside, because I had surrounded myself with people that I would just give and give and give and give and give, and they'd just take and take and take and take. Never, ever giving back. And you know what? I got tired of that. And I wised up. And I started making changes. I made changes in my life. I made changes in my friends. I made changes in everything in my life so that I me, could start feeling appreciated so that I could feel loved from myself. It's not an ego thing. But if you don't love yourself and you don't respect yourself, then how the heck do you expect someone else to? They will take from you, folks, and they will take, and they will take, and they will take, and take, and take, until there's nothing left of you, and you just wither and die. So I'm here to tell you, this is my discovery. And this is my way of reaching out to all of you. And I'm just talking. I'm just letting you know, this is how I feel. And nobody, male, female, friends, boyfriends, whatever, nobody will ever take anything away from me again unless I'm willing to share it. If it's not 50-50, where that person's giving 50 and you're giving 50 and it's 100% together, then there's something wrong with that relationship. And that's when you need to make a change. I'm telling you, people, look inside. Are you living the life you want? Are you with a person who respects you and loves you and gives unconditionally to you just as you give unconditionally to him or her? No? Then you better think about it and you better make a change, because if you don't, you will be sucked dry and there will be nothing left of you. You won't even know what your favorite color or your favorite thing is in life, or your favorite food. You will be so busy being consumed or consuming yourself into this person that you lose track of who you are. Don't do that. Anyway, I don't want to get all emotional here. I'm just saying, think about it. Really think about where you are in life today, and know that there is something different out there. Because I look at it as this way. If you're not happy every day of your life, if you don't wake up feeling joy and excitement about being alive, then you better re-examine your life. And you better figure out what it is that you're not being fulfilled with. And you better start finding a way to get that fulfillment. So this is Kellyanne Novak, signing off.